I have 10 years of experience building remote teams, but if you don't onboard, train these people, it's not gonna work out.
Little monkeys.
I don't know if you heard this before, but you should be a model. When it comes to hiring a remote team, it is really important that you...
I'm Nobel, and I'm the founder of Fuse, a fast-growing real estate brand. And this week, I'm taking you to South Africa and Namibia, where I will share how I've built remote teams for the last 10 years. Let's go.
We're in Cape Town, South Africa. We just arrived yesterday. I'm gonna be here for a couple of weeks. I'm also gonna go to Namibia. I've never been there before, very exciting. I'm gonna work remote for all of the time. This is basically what I always do. And this is also the topic of the video. I'll share some of my wisdom in this video and let's get into it.
I'm training. Go to your seat, sir. Sir? I'm sitting here. I'm working on a newsletter. Marco is working here. And we have about 7 hours to go. So it's almost over.
It's very bright outside, and that's because we're in Cape Town, South Africa. I have 10 years of experience now in building remote teams, from my first company in Hong Kong, where I started building a team in the Philippines, to then building a team in India, and now building a hybrid team in Europe. So I faced a lot of problems that I was able to solve. So I have a lot of learnings on how to hire the best talent, how to retain the best talent, and how to keep talent motivated in remote and hybrid settings. First things first, when it comes to hiring a remote team, it is really important that you source the right profiles, because like I said, you can source from anywhere and there's a variety of platforms where you can find good profiles. You can start with LinkedIn or platforms like Upwork, or even work with agencies who source specific talent for you. What is really important with people in general who you are going to have working remotely for you is that they're self-starters and that they have a degree of experience. In general, people who have at least 4 years of working experience are okay to work remotely. More junior people are often not fit to work remote, but even if people have 4 years of working experience, it doesn't necessarily mean that they can work remotely. You're really looking for people who can work independently. And you can really test for that during your interviews or case studies that you do with them. But also try them out. Like put people on a trial for a month and really see how they're working. And then go from there. And if it doesn't work after a month, part ways. Because in a monthly trial you can really see if a person's a fit or not.
An olive oil cracker, which on this side we've topped with a biltong dust and shavings of a 6-month-old Gruyere cheese. And for both, some chopped chives with a bit of leek ash.
How's it? Good?
Very good.
Little monkeys.
Baboon.
Baboon.
What a view, right?
Yes.
We're on a hike. We're going all the way to the Lion's Head here in Cape Town. Just finished the hike. It was really, really nice. I don't know if you heard this before, but you should be a model. You got so much talent in there. Then, when you've selected the right profile, onboarding and training is equally as important, because you can select the best profiles in the world, but if you don't onboard, train these people and integrate them really well in your team, it's not going to work out. So have a clear onboarding structure. Use Notion to explain the vision of the company, the structure of the different teams that work in the company, and take people by the hand in their first couple of weeks to really get started. What really worked for me over the years to recruit better talent, but also to train and integrate them much easier, was to create local hubs. So that often started with one profile that was a really good fit, and then I used that profile to find more people like that person, because great people often know a lot of other great people. So use your best talent to recruit more similar talent, and then when those people come via that person, it is often a lot easier to integrate and train those people, because they also have contact after work, so they will be, talking about your company and the roles, also in a more informal way. So this really speeds up integration and training of those profiles. So this is really valuable direction that you could consider taking. What is important as well is a good setup. Everywhere I go, I make sure I have a desk that I can move up and down. I have a second screen. On a lot of places you can simply rent this and otherwise just buy it. A desk is never more than, I would say, 100 euros, and a chair is also not going to cost you more than 100 euros. And a monitor, same thing. A really good setup is important, because if you are going to work in co-working spaces or in cafes, like it just doesn't work for serious meetings. So if you're a serious entrepreneur, make sure you rent a nice place with a good setup so that you can do your meetings and don't sacrifice on the quality of your work. I just told you about having a good work setup, but I have a meeting I have to take from the tennis court. Good luck. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, good as well. Good as well. Okay, so we're on our way to Namibia, flying to Walvis Bay, and then we're going to Swakopmund, and then we're gonna do a road trip. It's gonna be fun. We have to leave the bus. Let's go.
All we see is sand, and that's not because we are in Cape Town, but that's because we're in Namibia!
Bruh. Nice intro.
Yeah.
But it would be better if you say, we see sand, and it's not because we're in Egypt, but it's because we're...
Yeah, that would be better.
But like you did it like this now, and that's fine.
Yeah.
There's a world where, you cannot really make mistakes, because everything you do is like coming from a good place. And
Exactly.
Good morning from Namibia, crossing the road. Just got here yesterday. We're here for a week to check out some deserts and do a bit of safari. On my way to tennis court now. It's 8 a.m. It's Monday, so it's 7 a.m. in Europe, and I have morning meetings at 9 a.m. So a few hours to prepare the day and play a bit of tennis. I first have to get to an ATM. ATM didn't work. So Namibia used to be a German colony. Everything you see here, like restaurants, cafes, it's still really German. Here you have Anton's Cafe, Cafe Anton, in a Schweizer house hotel. So still you see a lot of influence. I think they gained independence in the 70s or 80s. Germans left, I think, already during the Second World War, or just after. It was taken over by South Africa, and it was called West Africa for a while. A bit of history. Good game.
Good game.
May the best.
Yes. It's very difficult. Marco's really good. I overestimated myself when I had lessons.
Let's go.
You sweaty mormel.
It's really hot here.
Oh my god. What? So we just arrived at Van der Lee Cafe. It's like a cafe, wait, I'm gonna show you. In the middle of the desert. And it's an amazing stop because we are driving towards Soesvlei. And this is like perfect to have lunch. So I'm really curious how the food is. But the views here are insane. It's so incredible. The colors are like changing in every 100 meters. It's like red to orange to green to little blue. It's insane. I've never seen such a landscape like this. Cheers. Apple koek.
Yeah.
My mom always makes it.
Yeah. For apple pie. I never told her.
She will be watching this video, you know that, right?
I hope she skips this part.
So we are on our way to Deadfly right now, and we are with a nice group of Spanish people. They are friends of each other because they knew each other from kitesurfing. Super fun. So we have a tour with each other, and now we're going up the dunes, and then behind the dunes we're going to see the Deadfly, which is, I think, going to be super amazing. It is so incredible here because it is so hot. You see so many, I don't know, it's like an insane landscape that I've never seen before in my life. So what do you think, Marco?
Really beautiful. We're at the Deadfly. Here's the Deadfly. And it's really famous because you see these trees over there in the far outer area.
It's hard it's hard to catch with this camera, but
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, so you have dead trees that are there for hundreds of years. And you have this amazing like white layer. This is really nice. And these are the biggest dunes in the world. Biggest dunes. We're visiting the biggest dunes in the world. It's crazy. Okay, we have arrived at the Deadfly. This fly doesn't mean valley.
Valley, yeah, valley.
This place has always been on my bucket list because I've seen it on places, and then it was really hard to travel to, so I've never been. But since we were in Cape Town, it was like one flight away, so we decided to go here for a small getaway. And I think this is the embodiment of leading remote teams, that you can work from basically the middle of nowhere. We're staying at a lodge where they have Starlink, so the Wi-Fi is good. The sun was coming up, and I was like, okay, I'll put this desk outside and start working from here. The next thing I wanted to discuss is to create an organizational structure that is capable of creating ownership for the work that needs to be done. Because, as I said before, in a remote setting, it is hard or harder to create accountability and a natural way of checking on progress of tasks. So you need to come up with a structure where the things that need to get done and the direction the company has to move has clear ownership, deadlines, and structure in your leadership team. And when you have a relatively small organization, you automatically will have leaders that are responsible for the different domains in the company. So you have a marketing lead, a sales lead, the finance lead, the tech lead, and these people are accountable and responsible for everything that falls in that domain. When your company becomes larger, it is more of a challenge, and where I'm working with now that kind of is solving the challenges to work with an OKR framework where you identify the main objectives that you want to achieve for, let's say, a quarter. And then all of these objectives are connected to key results. And these key results have different owners. And this really works when you have a larger organization, because your marketing lead is not responsible for every key result anymore in a larger organization, because marketing is split up in different subdomains. So this is something that really works for me. A non-negotiable is a good project management tool in which you can set deadlines, can ask for progress on specific tasks. Because if you're sitting together in an office, it becomes a lot easier to say like, oh hey, you were working on that campaign, how's it going? And in a remote setting you don't have that. So project management tools really solve for that. So we're using Monday.com, and it is amazing how it solves the potential problem that is created by a remote setting. We're in the north of Namibia, and at 6 a.m. in the morning we're gonna do some safari. We're gonna see some wild animals. It's really early, cannot talk yet. But first we're gonna have some coffee. Let's go.
Some coffee?
Yeah, nice.
With milk?
Yeah, milk would be great, thanks.
But the male one, they got very thick horns. They are very strong. You know, the male, they are always fighting for the dominancy.
Safari time, baby.
Blue wildebeest. You can call them the gnu. No, the male ones, they're always fighting for the dominancy. As you can see now, he's trying to shapen up the horns and marking the territory. You see? What is called the crimson breasted shrike.
How's it?
Crimson breasted shrike. There it goes.
Super special.
Yeah.
Whoa!
With a crimson color on the breast.
Whoa.
Crimson breasted shrike.
I think I saw it once in David Attenborough's movie.
Yeah,
or like
there are lots
documentary.
here, but
Yeah.
always, it's not easy to take a picture because they are jumping up. Crimson breasted shrike.
So
Hiding.
yeah. So would you like to end the vlog today?
No, because I still have to film one part of it.
okay,
I'm
cut.
gonna do that at home.
Cut.
It's fine. But I did want to cover one more element, because when managing or building a remote team, the most important element is that you build a culture that allows and supports that. And how you can get started with building an intentional culture in your company is writing the 5 to 10 things that matter most. And from there, you translate those elements into behaviors that you would like to see, and you give really clear examples so that it becomes really concrete for people. And then you motivate that behavior. And when people show that behavior, you celebrate it. You give them shout outs on Slack, you give them compliments in your one-on-one, so that you really cement that behavior in your organization and make it attractive for people to repeat those behaviors. I'll give an example. At Fuse, one of our statements or main elements of our culture is that we prepare well. And how that comes back is that during meetings, we don't allow new information. So you need to prepare well. So when you set a meeting, you make clear what the intention of the meeting is. You provide all of the information ahead of the meeting to all the participants of the meeting, so that the meeting is really about high-level discussions and good decision making. Because if you don't do that, you're going to make suboptimal decisions based on information that is not familiar to you yet. Another example of one of our culture statements is that we pick up the ball. So behavior that we really motivate for this cultural element is that people pick up tasks that are not necessarily in their responsibility sphere, but that they see others are lagging on. So we motivate people to pick those tasks up, or to flag it if they see that tasks are left behind. So set what is important in your culture, connect them to behaviors, give clear examples, and really motivate and celebrate people who execute on it.
Und sobald die Tür geschlossen ist. Und danach müssen wir noch ein bisschen warten, bis es losgeht. Bedanke mich fürs Zuhören.